you most beautiful and most amazing top 10ers, I'm Rebecca Felgate, and today I am really excited about my topic. I am talking the top 10 things to do in Canada. Now this makes me so happy because, as some of you may know, I moved to Canada last year and I am in love with the country. It is so beautiful and there is so much to do that I've really struggled to narrow it down just to 10 things. So smush some cities together. They do deserve top 10s of their own, so maybe stay tuned for that. So grab yourself some poutine and let's get rolling, shall we? Oh, Canada. In at number 10, we have Niagara Falls and Niagara-on-the-Lake. Now the image of Niagara Falls is synonymous with Canada, and the falls themselves absolutely do not disappoint. Now it literally looks like a giant has left the tap running, and on a sunny day you can even spot rainbows over the falls. It's literally like if Disney did waterfalls. Now the falls are also lit up at night with various coloured lights, making them look pretty darn impressive. Now the town of Niagara is actually a bit of a weird one. If you're into theme parks and like haunted houses, then this place is absolutely for you. There are also a number of casinos if you're feeling lucky. Also nearby there is an absolutely beautiful town called Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is very quaint, it's really pretty, it's got lovely architecture and lots of nice bistros to eat in. Again nearby we also have wine country, and in the summer you can enjoy tastings in vineyards. Cheers! In at number 9 we have the East Coast cities. So I'm talking Toronto, Montreal and Quebec City. Now if I'd listed them individually then we'd be losing precious points on this list. Now Toronto is my city right here and I absolutely love it. We've got the CN Tower, we've got the beautiful Toronto Islands, and we've got like craft beer aplenty, we've got sport, we've got theatre, we've got music, we've got parks, we've got streetcars, and joy. So much joy. So come visit us here in Toronto. Yes do. Reachable by car, we also have Quebec City, which is absolutely stunning in the summer and the fall, with all of the fall colours being a major attraction. We also have Montreal, which is a definite foodie haven. Now the city has the St. Lawrence River, Habitat 67, the Biodome, Montreal, and Schwartz's Delicatessen, which by the way, did you know is owned by Celine Dion? Who knew? So I would love to do top 10s about each of these cities, so fingers crossed. Meanwhile, you can check out Danny's top 10 facts about the CN Tower. Why not? So while you are on the East Coast, you absolutely need to check out Canada's #1 baseball team, the one and only Blue Jays. That's right, at number 8 we have Watch a Blue Jays game in Toronto. Now these days the Jays are pretty good and they are the only MLB team in Canada. Now coming from England where we don't have baseball, seeing a Jays game at the Rogers was insane. The spirit of Toronto absolutely comes alive when the Jays play and everyone gets behind the team. Tickets are also quite reasonable if you want to sit way up high. You can also enjoy a nice ice cold beer and hot dog while you watch. Go Jays, go! So moving away from the East Coast for a sec, Canada is an absolutely huge country. So huge. You'd be lucky if you could do all of the things on this list because you actually would need to like fly between some of the locations. Now there's roughly 4,300 kilometers between Toronto and the next place on this list. It would take you 5 hours in a plane and almost 2 days of non-stop driving. That's right, in at number 7 we have Vancouver and the Vancouver Islands. Vancouver is in British Columbia on the west coast of Canada. It's a city rather like Toronto in its hipsterness, but is surrounded by mountains. So you've got Stanley Park, Gastown, the Seawall, Vancouver Island. It is amazing. Again, you have your usual city treats like a good music scene and good bars. There's also a pretty impressive suspension bridge and Science World. Side note, when Danny moved to Canada, he worked chopping wood in a place called Bella Bella just a couple of hours away from Vancouver. So there we go. Anyway, while you guys are over in BC, if it is the right season, then you should absolutely do the next thing on our top 10 list, and that is ski in Whistler. So Whistler has some of the best skiing in the world, from numerous runs, truly epic scenery. A trip to Whistler is the ultimate ski experience. Also, the food is incredible. So skiing in Whistler actually refers to skiing 2 mountains, Whistler and Blackcomb. Now with more than 8,000 acres over 2 mountains, it is the largest skiable area in North America, and I absolutely cannot stress how insanely beautiful the scenery is. Also in the summer, the Whistler area is extremely beautiful. You can go mountain biking, hiking, you can get a kayak out on the lake. Also, look at the colour of that lake water. Need I say anymore? Similar, in at number 5 we have hiking in the Banff National Park / the Rocky Mountains. So you can also ski in Banff in Alberta, and I hear the scenery is just as beautiful as Whistler. However, the Rocky Mountains and Banff in particular are exceptionally beautiful in the summertime. Now Banff National Park is the oldest national park in Canada, established in 1885. Now in the park you have Lake Louise, which, I mean, look at it. Wow. Banff is an absolutely amazing place to do some wildlife spotting. Here you can see elk, moose, bighorn sheep, and even grizzly bears, although I don't recommend you get up close to those because Now I for one would absolutely love to go camping in Banff, and camping amongst nature is like a really true Canadian experience. Why not also do some portaging? I like the word, it's also fun. We have the Calgary Stampede. Now the Calgary Stampede is an annual rodeo held every July and it is huge. Now it calls itself the greatest outdoor show on earth, and to be fair, it is pretty massive. This thing lasts 10 whole days. As well as rodeos, there's chuck wagon racing, there are concerts, a parade, stage shows, and all kinds of crazy things. Now the city literally comes alive, taking on a party atmosphere during the Stampede. People decorate their houses, they dress up in like western cowboy style clothing, and the whole city just goes like pancake breakfast crazy and barbecue mad. This could be an absolutely perfect opportunity for you to try some pancakes with maple syrup and pea meal bacon. Yum. Oh my god, I'm also told that it's free, so go there. I'll be there. In at number 3, we have Fogo Island, iceberg and whale watching. Now every spring, iceberg season hits, and an excellent place to experience this is Fogo Island, which is just off the northern coast of Newfoundland in northern Canada. Now from the island, you can watch icebergs literally float by before your very eyes. You can also take a trip around the Change Islands, where you'll be able to spot humpback whales, dolphins, and all kinds of birds. Now on top of that, Fogo Island is a photographer's paradise with cute fisherman huts and like lots of nice colourful houses. It looks incredible. In at number 2, we have watch a hockey game. Now I don't need to tell you that Canada is hockey mad. We've got the Montreal Canadiens, we've got Toronto Maple Leafs, Vancouver Canucks, Calgary Flames, the Edmonton Oilers, the Ottawa Senators. Seriously, people out here love hockey. Now tickets aren't cheap for NHL games, but they are so worth it, and this is a true Canadian experience. My one tip for you guys, if you do want to do hockey on the cheap, why not go see a lower league game? For example, you can see the Toronto Marlies, and for just $50 you can sit in like the front row, which is pretty exciting, especially if you're me. Okay guys, so we have reached that all important moment in our top 10 things to do in Canada. Obviously, before I get to number 1, I need to suggest that you eat some Canadian food like poutine, pea meal bacon, like douse yourself in maple syrup and eat some butter tarts because it's great. Then maybe go to the gym. So there we are guys, at number 1, what could I possibly say? I've tried to pick something for you that you can do in every province, so you can do it wherever you go in Canada. In at number 1, we have go for a cottage vacation. Now if there is one thing I know about Canadians, it's that they absolutely love their cottage life. Now many Canadians will actually own cottages in the countryside, and if you're lucky they may even let you stay with them. But if you aren't friends with a Canadian who has a cottage, you can certainly rent one out. I for one spent my Easter at a cottage on the beautiful Bruce Peninsula. You can actually see it for yourself on my vlog channel, and it was incredible. Now there are cottages all across Canada, and the best place to stay is probably somewhere on a lake so you can enjoy some kayaking and water sports in the summer. Most have like barbecues outside, and they're huge, they're lovely, they'll have big yards. That said, they're also excellent in the winter. Many cottages have log fires and plenty of hiking trails nearby, and really, hiking through the countryside is the best way to see and experience Canada. So one more round of Oh Canada from me here. I'm pretty excited. That was the top 10 things to do in Canada. Did I miss anything out? Honestly, do let me know in the comment section down below, because I want to know and I want to go, because moving to Canada honestly was the best decision I have ever made, so you guys need to book your plane tickets and come over here. I'm Rebecca Felgate, this has been Most Amazing Top 10. Be sure to like, share and subscribe to our fabulous channel. I'll see you honeys next time.